check this. If the Netherlands paid every resident of Moroccan origin 100,000 euros to leave, the taxpayer would save 117 billion euros. Yes, you heard that correctly. In December 2024, the IZA, one of the largest economic research institutes in the world, published a study on the fiscal impact of immigration in the Netherlands. And the numbers are absolutely staggering. Every immigrant of Moroccan origin costs the Dutch treasury an average of 550,000 euros over a lifetime, including the second generation. That's not an opinion, that's a calculation based on microdata covering taxes, welfare, healthcare, education, and the justice system. Currently, there are 430,000 people of Moroccan origin living in the Netherlands, first and second generation combined. So you can do the math. They cost around 234 billion euros in total fiscal costs. But here's where it gets interesting, because this is a choice. Let's imagine the government paid every single person 100,000 euros to leave. That would cost 43 billion euros, and that would save 192 billion euros to the Dutch treasury. But it gets even crazier, because those savings can be used to increase the birth rate. The Netherlands currently has a birth rate of 1.4 children per woman, far below the 2.1 average you need to maintain the population. More Dutch people are now dying than being born, and that's for the first time in history. And the government solution is more immigration, which costs hundreds of thousands of euros per person on average. But what if you reallocated that money and actually gave it to Dutch women between 18 and 35 years old, and you gave them 25,000 euros to have 2 kids? There are roughly 1.5 million women in that age group, so it would cost 37 billion euros. And that's for an entire generation of Dutch children who will pay taxes and contribute to the treasury, versus 234 billion in fiscal costs for a group that costs more than it contributes. This is a choice made by each Western government. They are actively choosing to not pursue their own people's interests. And the worst part is that I can't even calculate this without being called a racist. And these aren't purely my opinions. These are numbers from the research, based on actual data published in a peer-reviewed paper. But the news won't show you this because the truth doesn't fit their narrative. That's why it's vital that you follow me, Mees Wijnands, down below.